brings me to the issue, because you are saying that, there are certain fundamentals of Pakistan which remains the change. I think the most important aspect which I take from the answer you gave me is the more things change, more they remain the same. General Hasnain, what sort of response are we should prepare itself to? Because I think 2 hours back, the armed forces have been in Pakistan told to take equivalent measure, corresponding measure. I think that's the word they use, sir.
Karthikeya, thank you first of all for inviting me for your program. I will not delve into any background. Let me dive straight into the situation as it is at the moment. I think first of all, the Operation Sindoor is way beyond what happened at Balakot. It's an exponential increase in our overall capability, demonstration of that capability in the strike on these 9 terrorist bases which have been carried out. I think the message has gone home to Pakistan clearly, and it should, if it is not, then it needs to be realized by them. We have hit even 3 bases, Sialkot, Bahawalpur, and Muridke, which are very close to their own formation headquarters. We have developed the capability since 2020 of precision-guided munitions, which can actually target any location inside Pakistan, and even to the extent of targeting personalities if need be. This is something almost on the lines of what Israeli capability is today. Having said that, would Pakistan in its current state, with the 24th time that it is going to the IMF and the state of economy that it is in at the moment, with all these internal security problems, would it want to escalate this situation further? Because if it does, then it's got 2 options. Either it does it conventionally, in which case I feel that it will be a demonstration, a hoax of some kind of a demonstration somewhere of inconsequential kind of effects, and that will be called as a response. But on the other hand, they have got the second option of a subconventional option which can take place later in a window of the next 6 months, 9 months, or whatever it is. I think Pakistan will probably choose to do that option, because that is likely to give them a better dividend for the future and some time, breathing time, to be able to think through this entire situation. My last point on this, with a chief like Asim Munir, anything can be expected. Something completely irrational can be expected, because otherwise a rational army and a national army chief under these circumstances would definitely not respond conventionally.
Okay. Admiral Chawla, do you think that picture abhi baki hai?
Yes, absolutely. I think picture, ये वाला episode अभी शुरू हुआ है. The picture has been going on for a long time, and there is much that lies ahead. And I think the first thing is that while we have done very well, we should not be complacent. There is going to be some sort of a strike back. So I think the government is already aware of this, and the forces are also aware of this. You need to be alert. And as General Hasnain mentioned, some sort of retaliation will happen somewhere. In what form or shape it happens, probably the people in power know better. But the fact is that all of us need to be alert and aware and not let complacency set in. And this has been a very successful strike. And I think we should not now, as they say, rest on your laurels. We should now look ahead as to what lies ahead. So there is, I think, a considerable amount of things that lie ahead, not just in the short term, but in the long term. Particularly, I think, with the Indus Water Treaty having been revoked by India, which I think is going to be like a python squeezing its prey slowly, but very effectively.
I'm also joined by squadron leader Deepti Kala. There is one thing common, though there is a difference in scale, and I completely agree with General Hasnain between Balakot and this operation. But pivotal role was played by Air Force in both the operations. The use of Air Force in Indian warfare against terrorism seems to be expanding. And this time we don't have the data, and I don't want to speculate till government gives us as to how many planes and how the entire theatre was weaponized. But a person who has served in the force, Air Force, how do you see this expanding role of Air Force, whereby the larger imagination in this subcontinent was only dominated or was only seen in the context of army, not even navy, army centric?
Yeah. So Karthikeya, first of all, thank you for having me here. See, having served the Indian Air Force, we are the third largest, right, in the global scenario. We are equipping ourselves not only in terms of weaponization. We are, having very fifth generation, sixth generation, next generation aircraft with us. We have precision guided missiles that we just used yesterday night. They are low level missiles which go mostly undetected by the enemy. We are fully equipped with the cyber advancement also. I have personally worked on systems in which the entire country, all the operations are so very well connected that it takes seconds for me to connect myself from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. We have seen this in the past when we have done a lot of strikes. I have personally, I was actively operational in the J&K flood operations. Within seconds, we can start operations, and we are always agile. The Indian Air Force, if we talk about why it is playing the major role, is because in today's era, doing the strikes is one of the easiest to do and the most effective way of neutralizing the enemy. Okay, because it is first of all, it is very difficult to analyze that when it is going to happen. Second thing, it is very fast, like, with the lightning speed the aircraft goes, and we already have enough of systems which decide the precision. So we just go hit the target and come back. By the time enemy is even awake or even thinking about why and how it is happening or what can we do to deter it, it just happens, right? The Pakistan information minister, Mr. Turar, was disclaiming these strikes and was making false statements about our aircrafts have been shot down and all. I could see the terror in his voice. So I'm sure we have a long way to
Okay.
go. Picture 100% abhi baki hai.